What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tosheanna. If you're not new here, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you are back. And today I'm going to be giving you guys a story time on how I attacked my teacher with a pencil. I actually did a story time on it last year, but I decided to tell the story time again just because there's new people that subscribe to my YouTube channel. Before we get started, make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up. Let's just get on to the story time. Okay, so we're gonna take this back in 2014. I was in 8th grade at the time. I went to a charter school. At that school, we had like crew teachers. That was like our homeroom. He was my crew teacher and he was new. At first, I was kind of iffy. I'm like, oh, it's a new teacher. I don't know, maybe he gonna be mean or whatever. But y'all, he was really nice. We got along really well. Like the friends that I had there, like we would all like play around, joke around. We would like do activities together. It was just, really cool. As the school year went on, like I feel like he was my favorite teacher because he was just so cool. He was so fun. I don't know how to explain it. Like he was not like a normal teacher. His teacher, like they always like so uptight and stuff, but he was just real chill. We would always talk to each other. I go in his classroom, or before I leave, I would put Tosheanna is here. Then he would erase it and be like, Tosheanna is not here. And we would just be having like so much fun or whatever. And I remember it was one time where I kept writing my name on the board. He put, if Tosheanna doesn't stop putting her name on the board, then I'm going to call her mom. So I stopped because I didn't want to get in trouble. So it's like towards the end of the school year. I'm pretty sure it was like May. Like the year is finally getting wrapped up. I'm trying to work my butt off and get my grades up. Well, my grades was like in the middle. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, if that makes sense. So I'm over here trying to turn in as missing assignments that I had the whole entire week, like not playing around, not goofing around with my friends, nothing like that. I was just trying to work. I remember because it was on a Friday, because at that school we would always have community meetings. Like the whole school would go into the gym. We would just like do activities in there, basically, like as a whole group. I forgot it was a Friday. It gave us some thank you notes to write to someone, and I didn't write no thank you note to nobody because I literally forgot it was even a Friday. My head was in the books the whole time. Over here like, dang, I gotta write this thank you note. Crazy because I actually skipped the part. So what happened was, before the whole thank you note situation happened, like that Friday he kept messing with me and I didn't know why. Like I was giving him like the hint. I'm like such a nice person. I would say leave me alone, be laughing and smiling, like, and then they think that I'm joking around. No, I was like dead ass, like leave me alone. He didn't take it that way. And the thing is, you guys, I would mess with him and he would say the same thing. Like, it was just, I don't know how to explain it. Like, like I remember I was doing my work or whatever, and he was like, oh, Tosheanna's doing work or whatever. I was just like, yeah, I'm doing work. I always do my work, but I always be laughing and giggling and joking around and stuff. But I would still get my work done at the end of the day. But he was trying to be funny, and I was just like trying to ignore him. I think it was like later on that day, I was in the hallway. He was trying to mess with me and stuff. Like, oh, there goes Tosheanna. And I was just like, oh my gosh, please leave me alone. New teacher, please leave me alone. New teacher, please leave me alone. It's not like I was trying to ignore him. Like I said before, I was trying to focus on my schoolwork. The end of the day comes and I still have my thank you note in my hand. I didn't have nobody's name. I ain't written nothing down. So I had this sharp pencil in my hand. Y'all, when I tell y'all that pencil was sharp, that pencil was sharp. I'm like, ooh, that thing is sharp. So we head downstairs into the big room to meeting. We're going down there and I'm over here sitting. I remember I was sitting by someone and I was like, you know what? I think it was one of my friends. I'm like, I'm gonna just give it to her because I didn't feel like getting up. She was a cool friend anyway, so I was just like, I'm gonna just, write her a thank you note. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm writing a thank you note to the girl that was sitting next to me. As I'm trying to write, the new teacher sitting right behind me, like tapping me, poking me. I was like telling him, like, leave me alone. I'm just like, stop. He just kept on messing with me. He was not leaving him alone, you guys. And it was getting annoying. I remember I was writing, and then the one thing I do not like, y'all, like I have like a problem when it comes to my ears. Like stuff like ticking noises and like stuff, someone's playing with my ear, like that shit bothers me. Try to do some weird stuff around my ears because my ears are very sensitive and I don't like when people touch my ears. And he didn't know that. So, and after he stopped tapping me, he goes into my ears. My ears doing this and stuff. I turn around, I said, "New teacher, if you don't stop, I'm going to stab you with this pencil." He was like, "Oh, you're not going to do that. If you keep messing with me, I'm going to stab you with this pencil." As I'm writing, he literally went in my ear and did this. Y'all, when I tell you guys, I was so angry. After he did this, I instantly, like, I don't know what got into me. I picked up the pencil and then I stabbed him in his hand. He was like, "Ow, Tosheanna, what did you just stabbed me with a pencil." Well, I told you to leave me alone. I got up and grabbed all my stuff and left out the room. And everybody was looking at me like, what just happened? He was like, "Tosheanna, you're not gonna get away with this." I grabbed all my stuff, like I said, and I went to the restroom. And I was just sitting there like, oh my God, like, what did I just do? I'm over here pacing back and forth like, oh my God, I'm about to get expelled. I just stabbed my fucking teacher. I just stabbed my fucking teacher with a pencil. Like, how crazy am I? Like, I was just like, oh my God, I don't want people to look at me like I'm crazy. I don't want to be called crazy. My anxiety was like, you know, pumping, like going through the air. Like I was pacing around, my hands were sweating. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What I'm gonna do? After town meeting, I completely went upstairs and grabbed the rest of my stuff. And I was trying to leave to head out to the bus because I was trying to avoid everyone. I was just so embarrassed and I felt really bad for what I did. If I can go back in time, I will really, like, I wish I never had that pencil. I wish I would just did this, you know? Put your hand down. Anyway, I'm upstairs and I'm just sitting there like, oh, I just don't want nobody to talk about it. As soon as everybody went upstairs, I seen everyone come in, and then the new teacher is telling everybody like, oh yeah, Tosheanna had just stabbed him with a pencil. And then people come up to me like, you stabbed a new teacher with a pencil? I'm just sitting here like, wow, he's really telling everybody. It was just really irritating. At this point, I'm not explaining nothing to nobody. I'm going to explain it to my friends, and that's it. If I don't know you, I'm not explaining shit to you. People kept coming to me. I'm just sitting there like, stop talking to me. So I text one of my friends and I was like, girl, guess what I just did? And she was like, what? I told her everything and she started laughing. I'm like, this is not a joking matter. Like, I can get expelled. How am I supposed to graduate from middle school when I'm expelled? And it was like, girl, I can't believe you did that to him. Oh my God. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? They was like, girl, I don't know. After that, school finally had let out and I ran into the bus. Like, I literally ran into the bus. And I was just trying to have my head down, like, peek, like, doing this. Like, I didn't want nobody to talk to me. I went inside the school bus and I sat down. And then I told, like, these two girls that I was cool with, and they laughed. Like, literally every person I had told, other than my parents, they laughed. I asked them, I said, am I crazy? And then like one person said, yeah. I was just like, I'm not crazy. I don't know why I even asked you. I should never ask you because I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. I was just scared to go home. I knew the new teacher had called my parents because I had instantly got a text from my mom and she was just like, we need to talk when you get home. When I got off the bus and then when I went inside, I had set my things to the side. And when I first came in there, like, he didn't even let me explain myself. He was just going off. I don't even know half the stuff he said, but all I know is his veins was popping out. He was going off with me and I couldn't do nothing about it. He told my son, do you not understand that you can get expelled? And I'm like, yes, I understand I'm gonna get expelled. And that's when he told me to go upstairs to my room, took my phone away. Later on that day, it was round 2 for me because my mom, she don't play. So I get my name called. She like, Tosheanna. Woke up out of my sleep. I'm like, oh, here we go again. And I went downstairs and she was like, so why do you, she cussed me out a little bit, but she was just like, something mentally is wrong with you. And when she said that, y'all, that really hurt my feelings when she said that. I was really hurt. I was just like, wow, not crazy. And this time my mom actually let me explain myself. I explained to her what exactly happened, and my dad was like, oh, why didn't you say something? I said, well, you was yelling at me and I was trying to explain myself. Just like, well, Tosheanna, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what they're gonna do. But he did say that he did provoke it. I'm just like, okay, well, at least he's saying that. I got my phone back because they said I needed it for school. They just said I couldn't have it on the weekends. They was upset at me, not controlling myself and letting my anger get the best of me. Like on Monday, I had text my friends. I'm just like, I just hope nobody's talking about it. When I first got to the school on Monday, another teacher was like, Tosheanna, I need to talk to you. I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm about to get expelled, you know? We went inside her room and she was like, yeah, the new teacher told me what you did. I want you to apologize to him. Basically, she wanted me to apologize to him. And I'm just like, okay, I will do that. Oh, and then I think I had I had that, and I had it with him. I apologized to him, telling me like the place that I stabbed him with, he said it got infected. And I'm just like, and when he showed me it, I'm just thinking to myself like, you can't even see it. It wasn't infected. I feel like you was trying to overreact, but I admit that I shouldn't have did that. And he was like, well, like I said before, I did provoke it. And basically said his stuff got infected, but it didn't look like it was infected to me. But we're gonna leave it at that. It was like the next day, it was lunchtime, telling everybody, like he's telling everybody, like, oh yeah, she stabbed me with a pencil, oh my gosh. Oh, I thought I almost died. Oh, he was just telling everybody. People come up to me at school. I'm just like, do I know you? Why are you talking to me? When I tell you guys, it was so awkward because, mind you guys, he was my crew teacher and I had 2 classes with him. When I had to ask for help, I had to ask for another student because I really did not want to talk to him. Y'all, a year later, I went to the same school, like charter school, but it was the high school that they had. So I remember students was visiting our high school. I'm over here like looking at the new students that might come to high school, and they was like, oh, you're Tosheanna, you're the one that stabbed the new teacher. It's like, who told you this? He said, well, the new teacher said that and told the whole class. I'm just like, well, damn, like it's like that. I didn't know my name was famous at that school. Everybody was talking to me. Like at this point, I was like, yeah, I did. And then I just walked away. Like I'm tired. Like I'm trying to move on with my life. It was too much. I learned my lesson to never ever let my anger get the best of me, because you never know. I could have went to jail. I could have got expelled and went to jail. I could have, you know, he could have like sued me. Like, it was either him telling everybody or him telling the police, and I would have got to prison. So at this point, I didn't care if he was telling everybody. At least I didn't go to jail. It was just it was a learning experience. I'm sorry if I was all over the place, because when I tell you guys, this was a long time ago. It's 2021. That story, I will always remember that, and I will always think back, like every time when someone is trying to provoke me, I know that I need to just walk away. Oh, that was just too much. It's very cringing to talk about it, like y'all. And it's crazy because when every time I talked to him, it was very cringing. Like it was just very like our relationship was not the same no more. Anyway, that's the end of the story time. If you made it to the end, which I do appreciate, make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you do, I really would appreciate it if you did. I see you guys next time. Bye.